So we find Obi Wan at the beginning of our story rather broken and faithless and beaten, somewhat given up. Well, he's different because of what's happened at the end of episode 3 with the Jedi, with Order 66 and the Jedi Order being slaughtered, and everyone who survived going into hiding after dealing with his personal failure with Anakin, that he feels that the responsibility that he allowed Anakin to be tempted into over to the dark side, and that he wasn't able to stop that, and that his teaching wasn't strong enough to be able to protect Anakin from that. I think weighs obviously very heavily on him. Yeah, it was very special. It was very odd. It's odd to come back to something after such a long period of time. We made the last film in 2003, and I guess it was early last year. I went down to do some casting, and they wanted to do screen tests with some young actors. We were on the Mandalorian set, I think. It was a weekend, and they were not shooting, so we'd used a bit of their set, and it was their, I think, mainly the Mandalorian crew. But I walked out, I went into my dressing room, and there was some random Jedi stuff, not stuff that I'd worn in the other films, but just based on, or some Jedi type clothing. And I put it on, and it just felt it felt great. It felt important, and it felt special, and I was happy. But it wasn't really till I walked out onto the stage, and someone said, "Okay, ready," and I've got my line. Obviously I've got my role, but the young actors I'm reading with maybe don't have their role. So I've got my page. I'm just making sure I know my lines, because I don't want to screw up my lines for their screen test, their camera test. And I was walking out, and I sort of looked up, and I was aware suddenly of the crew, who are the Mandalorian crew, but looking at me coming in Obi-Wan's costume, and I could feel like that sort of excitement running through. It was exciting. It was cool.